Alright folks, today we're going to be diagnosing this start but won't stay running on this weed eater. So this weed eater here is a homelite brand, and it is starting up but won't stay running. It dies rather quickly. So let's start her up. Alright, we're gonna set the choke to full choke. I'm gonna come back here and prime it up. Seven times. We can see fuel coming up the line. This one has an auto start stop, so it automatically goes back to the start position, so that's good. We don't have to worry about that. We'll pull this here trigger, give her a couple pulls, see what happens. Okay, we're gonna move it to half choke, see what happens. Alright, so it seems like to me that we are losing fuel in this thing. As I prime the bulb and get fuel to it, it's starting right up, but there's no fuel getting sucked up to it. So either A, it could be a carburetor problem, or B, could be a fuel tank. So let's open her up, see what happens. Alright, so now we're going to tear into this carburetor and see what's going on in there. So make sure you remove the cover, take out your filter, check it over. Inside you have two T25 screws. We're going to remove those, one here, one here. You can pop those out. Once you have those removed, you will have the linkage for the fuel. You can undo and it should come right out. Set that to the side. We're going to go ahead and open up our cap, let some of this out. Let's remove these fuel lines. Nice and easy. Let me get the right tool for that. Alright, we're going to use this little flathead screwdriver to get us a little prying action on the hose. Get it off. Get the other one. That one's off. Alright. Let's look down the chamber. We've got some smoke coming out. Gasket seems to be tore. Looks like we may have a little gasket problem. Probably need a new gasket. We're gonna go ahead and let's break down this. This is where your choke is. Let's go ahead and open this up. We can see what's going on in there. what I'm doing is backing this screw out so this will rotate more so I can get to this Phillips head down here. There it goes. Now I'll be able to access it. Just remember, when you go back to it, you're going to have to set this back. This will be to keep your little bit of fuel coming to your deal to keep it running and idle. So let's take Phillips head, go ahead and pull this screw out. Let's pull this screw out. Have a little washer on it. Make sure you get that washer. This one here. Okay, we've got that out. Now we're gonna pry on this a little bit, see if it comes up and out. Oh yeah, it's pretty gunky. We are gonna hit that with some fuel and clean it up. As well, let's get an internal look at all this. You got a rubber seal here. You need to check the condition of it. Now let's go ahead and take these off and let's pull our bulb out. So look here, that's where your gas comes out for your bulb circulating. So it looks like there's no clog there. Everything looks like it's coming out like it should, but we're going to go ahead and take it apart and clean it up. Pull that off. Pull this off. It's your diaphragm where you push down and the fuel comes out. This also has a little diaphragm in it. It goes up and down for the fuel. We want to make sure that that is super clean. We're also going to want to make sure that this screen here is super clean and free of debris. That's where a lot of your problems are. And then we're going to clean all this up. Make sure all the ports are nice and clean and free. And you have your another screen inside here internally on this gasket that we need to check and make sure everything is as it should be. Let's see if we can get this peeled up. So if you're going to be tearing this apart, it'd be a good idea to order these gaskets, get a repair kit to put all new gaskets in when you go back with it. I don't have one on hand, so I'm going to be very gentle with that stuff. Try to get everything nice and clean and put it back together with the gaskets we have. We just want to make sure that all these ports are open and free of debris. Alright, if you have aerosol degreaser, it'd work perfect for spraying all these parts. I don't, so I've just got a water bottle that I cut, filled up with some gas, and we're going to give all these a dip in there to get all the heavy soil stuff and chambers out clean and open. and get everything cleaned up nice and gently, the best that I can. It. Yes, we got most of the big stuff off, so that was good. Got a few still little corners that I'm gonna hit. Maybe need the help of a screwdriver to clean it up, and that's just for aesthetics, not necessarily necessary, but I like to do it. All right, now for the pun part, reassembly. The pun part. You're gonna need these guys with the washers back in here. This is the choke. It's actually the gas trigger. Just snug, don't want to break nothing. Okay, that's in. Hey, Lauren. Then you want to, I'm going to go ahead and set this adjustment screw because I knew about how much I had. I knew it was blocking my hole here, about center size. So I'm gonna leave that right there. Gonna flip it over. And we are going to blow in it for some odd reason. We're going to put the white gasket back on. We're going to put the black gasket back on. Make sure none of the holes are blocked, covered. We are going to put the piece with the diaphragm back on. We are going to put the bulb pusher upper primer button back on. And we are going to reattach the bulb. Okay, that is how everything goes. We can insert one screw and get it started. We can insert another screw and get it started. Insert a third screw and the fourth screw and get them started. Now I'm gonna go ahead and snug this one down Opposite one, snug it down. Go here and snug it down. And then snug this one down. So now that they're all snug, I can see that on this side I'm pretty flat. There's no gap. On this side I have a little bit of gap. I don't know if you can pick that up or not. So I'm gonna go ahead and snug this side down. Get that pushed up against it tight. Okay, now I'm even. I will snug this corner down and this corner down. And then quarter turn, quarter turn, quarter turn, quarter turn. Should be good. Now we can reassemble it with the through bolts back onto. Alright, let's put the carburetor back on where it belongs, right here. Then you have to reassemble your cover right here. Right there. Then we need to take off whatever, don't focus, T25, and alright, there it is. Let's put our filter back in, our housing back on. Nice and neat. Let's hook our hoses back up. Sorry guys, I almost lost y'all there. Let's get these hoses hooked back up. Moment of truth. Let's try to fire it up.